Hey yo, Munchies here with an Awakened Chaos era video. Today is a quick how-to guide on the Bane Wraith, the wood element boss in No Man's Land. Let me help you unearth this strategy to defeat this boss. Because his amount of dirt and grass. Oh, whatever.
Let us defeat our foe!
No Man's Land is in the Dungeon tab in the lower right hand corner of the main screen. Bane Wraith is on a 3-day rotation with Wrathful Flood and Flame Lizard. Like every other boss in No Man's Land, Bane Wraith has 9 stages that increase in difficulty. Stage 1 drops wood gems, Stage 2 through 6 drop wood gems and crystals, and Stages 7 through 9 drop wood gems, crystals, and obsidians. These are used to upgrade your wood hero's abilities. Because Bane Wraith is a wood element boss, it is best to bring fire heroes as they have the elemental advantage. Wood, light, and dark heroes are also viable, and it is best to avoid water heroes due to their elemental disadvantage. Unlike the other bosses in No Man's Land, you cannot brute force your way through this. This boss brings a different mechanic to the table. Beginning at stage 1, he places a shield on himself that must be broken before being able to do any significant damage to him. The number of hits it takes to break this shield increases with the stages. So any heroes with counterattacks, bonus attacks, or joint attacks are what you're going to want to use here. Now there are actually a lot of options you can use here. Evelyn First Dawn will grant your whole team an extra turn to help get more attacks in. Imogen launches a joint attack with allies, but a few epics stand out from the crowd in this department. Jacob is one that when you fully expend his rage, he can get 5 or more bonus turns. Also, he marks an ally every round and launches a joint attack with them. Put him in a curse set and he can pretty much solo the Bane Wraith shield. Arundel is another great hero that launches a bonus attack every time an ally has a critical hit, which hopefully your main damage dealers are as close to crit cap as possible. Finally, Scarlet is also great in that her wolf companion bonus attacks when a target with a bleed takes any kind of attack. And since both of her attacks have a 100% chance of placing a bleed, as long as you have enough focus, there should be constantly one up on the boss. An Ascension to Marion Shadowblood with a good amount of speed can also be viable. Evra and Hector have built-in bonus attack mechanics. Evelyn has a 50% chance on her basic to launch a bonus attack. Elsin with 100% crit will launch a bonus attack. And of course my girl Freya calls a joint attack on her special. And there are also many others. It is also a good idea in later stages to bring a healer with a cleanse, as the boss can petrify someone and also does true damage based on its max health, while its shield is up. This increases every attack until the shield is broken. Nathasia and Blackhorn are 2 of the best for this. There's also Brand, Mary, Rodera, and Joseph, as well as your Agile Leap team ability. Wave 1 is 4 Forest Wolves that do one ability called Wolf Bite. This is a single target attack with a 50% chance to apply a bleed for 2 turns. These can be taken out very easily by any one of your AoE damage dealers or bonus attackers. Wave 2 is the Bane Wraith. First, even before you look at its passives, let's take a look at the boss itself. It is a mound of earth, obviously from a cemetery, which has what appear to be the corpses climbing out of its mouth. But these are all controlled by a 4-eyed crab creature. Very interesting. Anyway, the first passive is Immovable, which at the start of battle grants itself a stack of Immovable. 5 stacks in stages 1 through 6 and 10 stacks in stages 7 through 9. 1 stack is removed when hit, and each stack of Immovable grants plus 20% damage reduction. This is why we bring heroes with multiple attack abilities. Its second passive is Earthen Enhancement. This converts all damage from Earthshaker into true damage. It only has this passive in stages 7 through 9. Its first attack is Desecration, which is just an AoE attack. Now pay attention, as this is where it kind of gets confusing. Next, he will cast mode change, where he transfers into Palisade mode. They do not do a good job of explaining Palisade mode. Now, what do they mean by Palisade? Is it Palisades the rock band?
And it's hard to believe that it's me that you're missing. Now you're trying to speak and I don't want to listen. 'Cause you're a letdown, letdown. 'Cause you're a letdown, letdown.
Palisades the SUV from Hyundai? Palisade the Parkway in New York, New Jersey? I'll just go with the Wikipedia definition. In this mode, he puts up another barrier around him that blocks damage. In stages 1 through 3, it has 3 stacks. Stages 4 through 6, it has 6 stacks. Stages 7 through 8, it has 8 stacks. And in stage 9, it has 12 stacks. While in this mode, this character may use Earthshaker, which I think is the only move it will use in this mode. And Earthshaker is an AoE ability that deals true damage to all enemies. This increases every strike. If you are able to bring his shield down, he will switch out of Palisade mode and cast Desecration, followed by Petrification, which is a single target attack with a chance to place Petrify. In stages 1 through 3, this chance is 20%, stages 4 through 6, 30%, stages 7 and 8, 50%, and stage 9, it's a 100% chance to place Petrify. Petrification will cause you to become unable to attack and also take 30% less damage. This can be resisted or cleansed by any hero that can do so, or your Agile Leap team ability. After this, he will start back at the beginning of his rotation, again going into Palisade mode and casting Earthshaker. So to recap, when you engage Bane Wraith, he will cast Immovable on himself, which is similar to his Palisade mode, but different in the fact that each stack increases defense by 20%. 5 to 12 stacks, he's going to be at a 100% increased defense, and you only do 1 damage to him. These stacks need to be removed with bonus attacks, joint attacks, or counter attacks, and not heroes with multi-hit single attacks. In Palisade mode, he will again shield himself, but this time the shield will completely block incoming damage, until it is removed with bonus attack, joint attack, or counter attack. While in Palisade mode, he will only use Earthshaker, which is an AoE attack, and in stages 7 through 9, it will deal true damage, whereas in stages 1 through 6, it'll just deal regular damage. While out of Palisade mode, he will do Desecration and Petrification. Now, just to be clear, you want heroes that do bonus or joint attacks, not multi-hit single attacks. So heroes like Kain and Celestial Kain have a 2 to 6 hit basic attack. This will only remove 1 stack of shield. For science, I saw how hard Earthshaker would hit and what happens if you outlive it. It can do upwards of 12k per hit, and he will just cast Desecration one more time and go back into Palisade mode. So I suggest not doing this. As long as you have enough multi-hitters to remove Bane Wraith's shield and do some actual damage to it, you'll be able to bury the Bane Wraith and leave him 6 feet under. Just remember, stage 9 doesn't always drop obsidians and a significantly less amount of gems and crystals. Be warned, this will be the most time-consuming farm in No Man's Land. Stay hungry, my friends.